Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck next week. We're all unique in our own ways, that's for sure, but every once in a while people are either born different or they make themselves so different that they stand out every place they go. Whether you make yourself the perfect Ken doll by surgery, or if you're born with an extraordinary skin tone. In some cases, people might make fun of how you look, but the fact you're successful and thriving protects you from it all. Wait till the end of the video to see what we're talking about. Here are the 10 rarest humans that are 1 in a million. Number 10. Blue Man. Back in the 90s, when many medicinal substances were still being tested, things got a little complicated. Paul Karason was an unfortunate victim of unsupervised pharma. Back then he had a bad case of dermatitis and started using silver in a colloidal form that he made himself by electrolysis. Silver has always had antibacterial properties and was used in many instances until penicillin was introduced. What happened in the next few years was something Karason did not expect. Since silver collects in the skin and doesn't dissipate, his skin starts to change color, and he developed a severe case of algeria, and he eventually became silverish blue. This condition made his life a living hell. People would call him Papa Smurf, which he never appreciated unless a little kid called him Bat.
Hairiest and Karason?
Absolutely. Everywhere I go. And pretty much every day at least once.
But other than that, he started to recuse himself from his home and avoided going out unless it was urgent. Thankfully, the FDA has now banned silver-based products. Paul Karason was 62 when he passed away in a Washington hospital, where he was admitted after suffering a heart attack. Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Top 10 videos and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Give it a shot, it actually works. Number 9. Real-life Ken. Looking like the perfect guy is anyone's dream, and with plastic surgery, physical modification is as easy as pie. Just ask the Kardashians. After watching a reality TV show, Justin Jedlicka decided to get his nose done at the age of 16. However, his journey didn't stop there. He wanted to perfect his looks the way he wanted, and by 2012, he had already gone through 190 cosmetic procedures.
I'm Justin Jedlicka, I'm 32 years old, and I'm a living doll.
This includes the biceps, triceps, shoulders, and chest implants. He also had brow lifts, cheek augmentations, gluteoplasty, and lip augmentations, and much more. As for facial hair, he had none of that. Believe it or not, this man had not become the human Ken doll, and has been on several TV shows explaining how his surgeries are a form of art. Do you ever take these surgeries to change your look? Let us know in the comment box. Number 8. The smallest waist. Every tiny waist has been all the rage for quite a while now, but some people just take these beauty standards a little too far. Meet Kathy Young, born in 1937, and has a very particular obsession with making her waist even tinier than it is. With the help, of course, setting in tight shorts, 24 hours a day, Kathy managed to bring her waist size down to a mere 15 inches. With her hips and bust measuring to about 36 inches, it's insane difference regarding her very clinched waist. When she got married in 1959, her waist measured up to 26 inches. Even though she took her merry time to reduce the size of a figure, it's still not a healthy way of creating a familiar figure. Generally, corseting to give your body a smooth shape isn't too bad, but this might actually harm you. I don't know about you, but I am okay with my 36 size. Number 7. Sleepless Boy. For the longest time, we've been told that sleep is a crucial aspect of our lives. In fact, we could die in a few days if we didn't sleep, but then the world came to know about a little boy who just couldn't sleep no matter how much he tried. When Rhett Lamb was a 3-year-old boy, he didn't know what the pleasures of sleep were. It's not that he didn't need to sleep. He just couldn't physically fall asleep despite being absolutely exhausted. His mother claimed that his frustration level was so high that he could bite, kick, and headbutt everyone that came close to him.
His body would give out, but his mind wouldn't. He'd still be awake and still be alert. And it was extremely scary.
After many doctor visits, the boy was diagnosed with coyote malformation, which is where the brain tissue extends to the spinal cord. This disease stopped him from growing properly too. Luckily his parents decided to go through with surgery, and that only had a 50% chance of success. In the end, it all worked out for him, and he started to sleep normally. Not only was he able to sleep orderly after the surgery, but he also started to catch up with his peers. Salute to modern medicine. Number 6. Woman with a beard. Hormones can cause all sorts of weird reactions in your body. In fact, it caused this woman, Harnum Kaur, to grow a beard. At the age of 12, she was diagnosed with PCOS, which causes male hormone levels to be elevated. This caused excessive growth of facial hair, and initially, she tried all methods of removing the hair to avoid any form of bullying, but as she grew up she started to embrace this unconventional appearance.
This is who I am, I'm different, and I've learnt to accept it fully.
Now she has become a spokesperson for the body positivity movement, which allows her to keep her beard, and that too happily. And not only that, she is also holding Guinness World Records for youngest female with a full beard. Cheers lady, you are the inspiration for millions of women. Number 5. Darkest beautiful girl. The world has clear expectations for what a beautiful woman should look like. Growing up, Nayakim Gatwech was never considered to be pretty because of her skin color. She would get unsolicited advice from Uber drivers and strangers to bleach her skin, do this, or lighten her complexion.
Now you're still facing obstacles, I understand.
I am, as a model, there's always.
But she would simply laugh it off, and that is all strongest women do, right? Though she was bullied as a child, but now Nayakim Gatwech is now a model with a fantastic career. Not just that she's an inspiration to people of all color tones to be proud of their skin. She was dubbed as the darkest person alive, and even the queen of the dark. Nayakim said in an interview, it takes time to love who you are, and be confident in whatever the situation is. We couldn't agree more. Number 4. Real life Barbie. Barbie lovers are still fighting on the question like, Barbie is American or Canadian? If you are the like us who don't know the answer, then here we have the human Barbie doll. And you can ask her where she belongs. Even though beauty is subjective, Valeria Valeryevna Lukyanova decided to go ahead and seem as close to the real-life Barbie as possible. Other than breast implants, she claims that her body is all natural thanks to her gym and diet regime. How much truth that statement holds, we have no idea, but that doesn't change the fact that she looks unreal, literally. To enhance the perfect Barbie doll effect, she wears contact lenses. Sometimes people accuse her of heavily editing to store her image, but the truth is that's just who she is. This is why people question if she got her ribs removed for an unnaturally small waist. Number 3. The hairiest man ever. Appearances matter a lot in our world, and when you're slightly different in this world, people are bound to judge. Of course, none of that is fair, since we can't control our looks. This was especially hard for Victor Larry Gomez, born with congenital generalized hypertrichosis, which led his body to be covered in about 98% of his hair. This condition runs in his family, and they also hold the Guinness World Record for the most prominent and hairless family. As a kid, he was bullied quite a lot and even got called very disturbing names, but after years of struggle, he's come to accept himself. And soon after that, he even found a girlfriend that loved him for the way he is. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take me 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal: you just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribes button and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 15 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 2. Unicorn woman. Sometimes the tiniest changes in your genes can lead to drastically unusual features that can be disturbing to look at. So consider this to be your content warning. A Chinese woman named Liang Xiaojun was born with a mole on her head. It started itching when she was pretty young, so her family treated it with local herbs, which worked in the meantime, so they stopped worrying about it. Just a few years ago, this mole split open. A small horn started growing from that spot, and it kept growing and growing till it was once an inch long. That's when she got worried and the doctors got confused. They had no idea what it was and were not even sure if it was cancerous. It was in fact a cutaneous horn, which is just a growth of keratin on the top layer of skin, which usually tends to look like a horn. This sort of growth isn't as uncommon as you think, but hers kept growing and growing. We're not even sure if she got it removed. Number 1. Conjoined twins. Abby and Brittany Hensel are two sisters that are very close. Literally, these two are identical conjoined twins, but that has never stopped them from living everyday life. Both of them are extroverted volleyball players that are now primary school teachers. Obviously, they are their own persons with wildly different choices and everything from fashion to hobbies. Sure, they face some unusual difficulties, such as negotiating whether they would be paid twice the teacher's salary since they're technically two people or not. And of course, the social stigma that comes with this condition, but it doesn't matter to them, since they're one of the less than 12 pairs of adult conjoined twins that have a good and fulfilling life. This is the end of this video. Alright, comment below which of these humans inspired you the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon of our upcoming amazing videos.